Hey guys, TJ back here with another custom Terminator breakdown. So this time we are looking at Cyber Rift, Endolunge, and Terminate. I don't know why Terminate's here because it's not even allowed in competitive play. Actually, I might go search that really quick while I talk. So, Endolunge and Cyber Rift, they don't conflict with anything except Cyber Rift does conflict with Rolling Ion Grenade, and Endolunge does conflict with Rayman. So just take my previous statement and shove it out the window, right? Okay, so we're swapping Terminate for TDE because TDE is more discussable since it's actually allowed in competitive. Surprisingly. So Endolunge, you can't use Running Man with it, and you can't use Cyber Rift with Rolling Iron Grenade, but they both work in their own right. So the thing is, people look at Cyber Rift and Endolunge as mix tools, like you know, do something on block or hit, you mix. I personally have a huge problem with that because I don't think these moves are meant for mix. Yeah, it's an overhead and a low, one of them being safe, one of them being punishable, but I don't see them as being like used for mix. Like, you really should use these, in my opinion, for mid and full screen. Like, use them as space control. Like just make, you know, put the fear that, hey, I'm gonna do a low that'll go full screen, or overhead that'll go nearly full screen. Like, and like, yeah, when you get the hit confirm, sure, you can take your damage, right? Let's see. If I can. There we go. Like that right there is 22%. 22% grounded, guaranteed damage, right? So, gives them hit confirms that are completely guaranteed. Into decent knockdowns too, like a decent knockdown. Alright, so let's just knock them down, right? Boom. Right. There you go. So decent knockdowns off both of them, and then of course you have the Cyber Rift, which I use this as a footsie tool. Like I would do this from back here, back up and throw it out. They're whiffing, like it did like 8% damage, then 10% if you amplify it. Endolunge is 10%, then 15% if you amp it. Like, these both do respectable damage. They help. They do. You can mix with them if you really fucking want to, but I try not to do that. I try to avoid doing that because like, there's gaps, right? So like, there's gap, like assuming they're on block, right? The gaps, right? I don't know. Like I try and treat these as like footsie tools. Like throw it neutral. Don't throw it up close because yes, the overhead is safe, right? But there's a gap. Like, even if you call it out, you anti your Terminator for doing it. Like, it helps his space control and neutral, but there's pros and cons to it, right? Running Man generally is preferred for most people. I can go either way. I can lose Running Man for it if I really want to. It just depends. I find myself, when I use Endolunge, I find myself closing rounds a lot because just like this stacking up, like your fingers, like just stacking up, like that's 44, almost half your life for 2 little hook confirms and 2 bars, right? And that doesn't even include, like, you still have combos, right? That do like 20 something percent, depending on 20 or 30%, depending on bar or whatever. So you like, I don't know, I find Endolunge is really nice. Running Man, I do prefer it, and a lot of people prefer it, but Endolunge I feel like is underrated. I feel like, honestly, if you do Cyber Rift and Endolunge, you can really have like a long-range Terminator to an extent. You can play him in neutral footsies a lot better, especially if you pair different specials with it. Sorry, I thought I heard my baby crying. You can really like put some effectiveness downrange. The thing I personally have been running was Death Grip. So if you saw the previous video, we talked about Death Grip and how it's like ridiculously awesome. Death Grip, Running Man, or Death Grip, Endolunge, and Cyber Rift, and it was interesting because you had the space control and neutral with Cyber and Endo, and then if you made the hard read, you had ridiculous Death Grip conversions and like reset into unbreakable damage. Like it's good. Like I don't know, that version actually is pretty damn solid. I like it a lot. Right now, though, we have TDE, right? So TDE, we've discussed this, right? TDE is you go into the teleport, you can hold it for 5 seconds at a time, right? If you do the regular teleport, you're punishable. You're easily gonna get punished, right? So I'm just gonna hold up after I teleport. Like, it takes a minute. I'm gonna mute the mic again so you can hear it better. I did a jump kick right as I got out of the teleport animation, so you could hear how quick it is, because the teleport's kind of loud. So here's the amplified version. So the amplified version of TDE is like the main thing, because you can do mind games and delay and whatever, and throw people off and whatever. But when you amplify it, it's ridiculous because it makes his overhead starter completely safe on block. So if you really want to, if you had the timing and practice down and execution, you can, in theory, do forward 2, down back input, on hit, just press forward and 2 for a command grab or something. On block, do the down back 3 for the teleport, right? So it's a bit of option select. I don't know how realistic that is though, because of the way the forward to cancel window is. You basically gotta dial in whatever special you want to do off of forward to. You can't just hit confirm, whatever. Like it's weird. It's a weird button. But the nice thing about it too is because of the way the teleport works, depending on what normals you do, if you cancel immediately and amplify a teleport, it'll like completely avoid like false blocks, right? So let's pretend, right? You know, for shotgun, someone makes the read, false blocks the back 1, right? Because of jails. They false block it, you teleport, and you can whiff punch their false block attempts, right? Like teleport's just strong. Teleport and death grip and running man, I feel like is not the best you're gonna get with Terminator, because I honestly, objectively, I can look at Dark Fate and say it's the best. But I think outside of Dark Fate, you're looking at Running Man, TD, and Death Grip as the best, like, complementary things. Anyway, so TD, like I said, you use it to throw off false block reversals. You can throw off, like, just special, like, you do a lot with TD. It's ridiculous. And the threat of it too, because once he's gone, it's like, okay, is he gonna wait 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds? Is he gonna amplify it? Is he not gonna amplify it? What's he gonna do when he comes out of it? In my case, I'm YOLO. I will jump kick into death grip or something, right? Like I'll do that, or I'll come out of it, boom, backdash into whip punish. Like it has a lot of utility options for it. I'm trying to remember. You can also use a combo tool. I try not to use it as a combo tool just because I don't have the execution for it. And besides, you have better tools for combos, but if you don't have any bar, you can use it as a combo tool if you really need to. The best I've found has been forward 3-2, back 2, back 1, teleport amp, back 3-1, command grab. So, there you go. If you want to try that, that's the one I found. Personally speaking, TDE is like the only custom move that's not in tournament variation that's worth a damn. Everything else that's available for tournament play or customs, it's cool, but it's not the best thing. Generally speaking, you're gonna mix and match whatever's in Destroyer, Dark Fate, or Final Judgment, the tournament variations. Mix and match those 3 move selections and TDE. That's basically what you're gonna do with Terminator, because all those moves are good, all of them. There's some potential in the regular grenade, backward 1 we talked about earlier. There's some potential with other things, but generally, those are your best bets, is mix and match those, like 8 special moves mixed with TD. So there's like 9 moves you can mix and match. Different thoughts and stuff. Generally, best combinations I've seen with these 3 moves in particular, TDE with Rolling Ion, Grenade, TDE with Death Grip and Running Man, TDE with Backbreaker and Running Man. I think this could work, TDE endolunge Cyberrift. I think that could work. It's like space control, safety, like it's not big damage at all, but it's something, right? I don't know, I think it could work. Sorry, I keep I keep hearing it, baby. I've even seen people do TDE with incapacitator and infiltrator toss for high EZ damage. It looks like my son did wake up. Okay, well, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.